Welcome to Noah's English Cafe. We are your reliable partner, English learning platform. We are here to bring your ambitious English speaking goals to life. You are only one video away from reaching success. It's time to reach success.
Hello and welcome to Noah's English Cafe. My name is Natalie. I will be your business English coach today. I will be coaching you on the very best idioms to use in the office. Idioms are a great way to learn English very fast and start speaking like a native English speaker. So grab your pen and paper and let's jump right into it. Did you catch that? I just used an idiom. Our first idiom today is adjourn. Adjourn means to end a meeting. Adjourn is very formal, and you often hear this idiom being used in courts and very professional environments. Now let's look at ways to use adjourn in a sentence. Instead of saying, I ended the meeting until next week, I can say I adjourn the meeting until next week. Adjourn will make your English sound much more professional. Bigwig. A bigwig is a very important person or high-level boss that makes important decisions. For example, the CEO of a company. Let's look at how to use bigwig in a sentence. The success of our project was largely attributed to the guidance and support of the bigwigs at the helm. Helm is another great word to add to your vocabulary. Helm, when used as an idiom, often means the front or leader position. The next idiom today is to blow a deal, or in past tense, blew a deal. Now when we use this idiom, we don't mean to blow as you may think, but it means to make a mistake and lose a deal. Keep in mind this idiom is negative and means that something went wrong while negotiating. Let's look at how to use it in a sentence. We are working hard so that we don't blow this deal. Remember here, using blow means to lose. This is a really great idiom if you are in sales or a consultant. The next idiom on our list is carry the day. Carry the day means to be successful or win complete support. This is a great idiom to use when you're in a teamwork setting or trying to convince the bigwigs to agree with your decision. Let's look at a way to use it in a sentence. The manager's idea carried the day. Everyone supported it. Our next idiom is cut a deal. This means the exact opposite of blow a deal. Cut a deal is when you have an agreement or contract with someone or a company. This is a great idiom when you are in sales or selling something. Let's look at a way we can use cut a deal in a sentence. The salesman was working really hard with the customer to cut a deal and sell the car. Our next idiom is a bit interesting, cut off. This idiom can be seen as negative. Cut off is when you end an agreement or relationship. You can use this idiom either in business or everyday English conversation. Let's look at a way to use cut off in everyday English conversation. Let's take a look at this river. I can say, the river's pathway was cut off by the massive landslide. If we want to use this in business, I can also say I cut off all communications with the client, so they will not be able to cut a deal. Here is a positive idiom to use in business. Deliver the goods. Yes, it can mean to deliver your product to your customer, but it also can mean to do a great job when it was really needed. Let's look at the first meaning of deliver the goods. A way to use it in a sentence. The sales team was determined to deliver the goods on time and exceed the customer's expectations. Our next idiom is drop the price. We can use a few of our idioms from earlier to connect drop the price. Drop the price means to lower the price of your product or service. Every time you go to the grocery store and see a sale, you can say they dropped the price. A great way to connect our other idioms. I can say, I didn't want to blow a deal with the customer, so I dropped the price. And we were then able to cut a deal once the deal was done. I was able to deliver the goods early. Our next idiom is fair play. You may also hear some Americans say fair game. This means that the opportunity is for anyone that wants it. The coach told his players that the championship is fair game and for anyone that is willing to work hard to win this last game. You will often have fair play or fair game when you have some kind of competition. This is why we often use it in business. Let's now use an idiom that can be used in any business situation. Our next idiom is face value. Face value is the true value or worth of something. It is similar to saying what something is really worth. Let's look at some ways we can use face value in everyday English conversation. I can say Tim and Jane's relationship went way beyond the face value of just being classmates. Our next idiom is great if you are working towards a goal or big project. The next idiom is gain ground. Gain ground means to make progress. This is used as an action verb. Let's try and use some of our other idioms along with gain ground. I will give you a second to think. Here is an example. I can say I feel that we are gaining ground with the client and should be able to cut a deal by this Friday. We are really learning a lot of great idioms today. See, students, English is easy. Our next idiom is get a break. No, this doesn't mean we are taking a break and to go get a snack. Get a break means to get a great opportunity or deal. Let's look at an example. Say, Paul was trying really hard to try and buy a car and finds out that his boss is selling his car at face value. Paul decides he wants the car, but his boss feels Paul has been doing such a great job at work, he decides to give Paul the car for free. We can say Paul got a break in life. The next idiom is when things don't go well. Heads will roll. Heads will roll means someone will be punished for something going wrong. Let's look at an example. Satan's project team blew many deals, and the company's profits have dropped a lot. I can say if Tim doesn't make changes soon and cut a lot of deals, heads will roll. This is like saying people will be fired. The next idiom for today is in the long run. Americans use this idiom often. In the long run means the future outcome over a long period of time. Let's use an example. If you go to the gym over a long period of time, you will be in better shape and lose weight in the long run. Do you like to go to the gym? If so, how many times do you go to the gym a week? That is the lesson for today. Thank you for visiting Noah's English Cafe. Go out and start using all the idioms you're learned today and begin speaking like a native English speaker.